to Salty Sunshine, where we shoot the salt. How you doing, Mama?
I'm doing good. Are you back and ready to be focused and not party from Cabo? Are you happy to be back?
Cancun, but yes. Huh?
Are you happy to be back?
When you take like a vacation and then you need a vacation from your vacation kind of thing? Like you need a break just to
Always.
get back into the groove. That's how I feel.
I low key hate traveling. So yes, I understand.
Well, that's not what I mean, but
But that's what it's so much work that it's so tiring. The whole process. It's overwhelming.
yeah, it is.
So
It
you have
is a
fun?
lot.
Tell me any gossip?
Nothing too crazy. It wasn't like a girls gone wild moment. We stayed at a resort that was all inclusive, so that was nice. But for one day, we went out to like the bars, and again, nothing crazy.
No fighting couples, no, crazy incidences, no accidents, nothing.
Um, no, unfortunately not.
So it was boring or you had fun?
It wasn't boring. It just wasn't like girls going crazy.
All right, well, I think
I
I
think the Bachelorette might have been a little disappointed that it wasn't like that.
really. Was it
Well,
empty, the
because
resort?
so the guy, the groom, and the girl did the same weekend for their bachelor and the bachelorette, and the groom called her, and he was like out at a club and getting like motorboated by
All
some
right.
like worker. No, but by a worker. Like they give a shot and then they like do whatever.
Where
They
did
go
he
home.
go?
Huh?
Where did he go?
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana?
Yeah, Punta Cana.
Dominican
Punta
Republic?
Cana. Yeah.
Okay. So but the resort that you went to, was it low key? It was like there wasn't a lot of people and not a lot
So
going
that's
on?
the thing. It was more low key. Like there wasn't even like a club or a bar in the resort.
What?
I know.
Who booked this place?
That's what I'm saying. She needed someone to plan it better. If that's what she wanted. If she wanted something more
Well, that's what
chill, then
everybody
we can do
wants when
that.
they're on vacation. You need the option. Even if you never use it, you need
Right.
to know it's there.
Right. Like we had all inclusive, but room service ended at like 8:30 p.m. just
Oh
for
my
alcohol.
God.
And then the
This
bar
sounds like
closed
a
at like
wellness
1.
retreat. This sounds like a wellness
Yeah.
retreat.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh well. Good for you.
hmm
I'm happy as your mom that you weren't able to, go crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't that crazy. The only guys that we met there, first of all, everyone has like a fiance that was on the trip except for me and two other girls. But the only guys that we met there were like 20, 21. They were in college.
Well, there's different types of fun. I mean, that sounds great. I would enjoy that. I love day drinking. I like to hang out and I like to be in bed by 8:39, so I would have had a great time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's what she wanted, then it worked out well. But I think once she got the call from the groom,
Yeah.
she kind of was disappointed. I think she wanted like some sort of crazy night.
Or at least like a show or something. Remember we went to Mexico and they had like Cirque du Soleil in the middle of the lobby and they had all the
Yeah,
restaurants. Like at least if there's something going on, you feel like it's a little more animated, you know?
right. I mean, the only show that we got was that someone was getting married, and it
Hmm.
was on the beach right in front of everyone. There was like a bunch of drunks lined up by the pool ledge, and we were all just watching a wedding right in front of us. It was kind of odd. It wasn't intimate at all. So the last day we're there, we're all like, okay, we haven't been drunk the whole trip. It's an all inclusive. We've all been like keeping our own, whatever, but we're getting this feeling that the bride wants a little more of like a party. So we're trying to take more shots, trying to get everyone to party a little more.
So you just want to throw up on her.
Right. I'm sure she would have appreciated that. And so it works. And how I told you that we met those young kids, they were like 21, and we're all like 25 or older. And these two girls that are single. None of them had fiancés, but these two girls that were single go up with the guys to his penthouse there because he has a jacuzzi on the roof. And they kind of like start kissing, I guess. And one of them gets out of the jacuzzi, goes to one of the seats, like the couch, and apparently he starts choking her.
Oh my God.
No, he was choking her, and the girl in the jacuzzi didn't notice. And she comes up and she tries to like make an excuse of like why she needs to leave. Like, oh, do you have the key to the room? Like, it's locked. No one has a key. But the girl in the jacuzzi doesn't get the hint. And so she leaves on her own. And then
But how does he stop choking her? He just stops?
I guess she like pushes him off.
Okay.
And she comes into the room with like marks on her neck. So it was like
Oh my
enough
God.
to like leave marks on her neck.
But why was she
And
so quiet about it? She should have been screaming like
well, I
she
guess
should
she
have
didn't
been
want to be
like,
like trapped in the room when it happened. I don't know.
but that she
Or
left
she's
her
in
friend alone there
right.
to be in danger with two
So
guys?
exactly. So when she comes down with the marks on her neck, everyone in the room is freaking out. And they're like, "Oh my god, she's back there with two guys and this just happened." And a couple of these girls, there was like four of them, are literally in their robes, like just took a shower. They're in their robes. They grab a bottle, like a full bottle of champagne, and they run up to the guy's room and they charge in. And she was like, "We didn't bring these bottles for drinking." Like she was gonna hit him with it.
Oh, wait, wait, wait. Okay. That was really dumb. They should have called the front desk and told them to go up too.
Right. But these
Like if
girls
they
had
needed,
bottles of champagne ready to go.
so they can get arrested for murder in Mexico?
Right?
Do they not watch Dateline? What? Oh my God. You were not
Well,
part of
okay,
this.
it's funny you say that because the fact that it was in Mexico actually made it a huge deal because the front desk wasn't taking her seriously and they kept blaming the girl. And they were like, "Well, why were you drinking?" Like blaming the girl instead of the guy. They didn't even ask the guy any questions. They just went straight to the girl and was like, "Well, why were you drinking so much?"
Wait, but why did they tell the front desk? Like, what else happened? They just went, what?
Well, no, they went up, got the girl in the jacuzzi, left, and then reported it to the front desk. And then that's when the front desk started like grilling the girl
But
that had the.
what did the guys do when that happened?
So one of the guys only knew that one other guy from like a Jewish camp thing. He met him once at like some church thing, and
And
they
then he
happened to
goes
be
on
in Mexico,
vacation with
so
them?
they like didn't really know each other. Like the one guy was really nice in the jacuzzi, and he was like texting the girl from the jacuzzi saying, "Oh, I'll cooperate. Like I'll find out his Instagram and like give it to you, like his name." Like the guy in the jacuzzi was nice, but then the guy who obviously did the joking wasn't. But
Why is he on vacation with that guy if he doesn't even know him?
he wasn't. They're both on vacation with family. This is again a 21-year-old. He does not have a penthouse. This was his family's penthouse. So all of his
Oh,
family was sleeping when this was happening.
they were inside the apartment?
Place, yeah,
They were inside the same apartment?
yes. Like when all my friends came in with their bottles,
And they woke him up?
they stayed in their room, but they
So
didn't.
they didn't know?
No, they did because they ended up calling the front desk, and then the girl had a feeling that they weren't going to do anything about it. So then she went down to the front desk and like made the front desk call the parents down, and she was like telling the parents everything that happened. And the parents were foreign and they also were like, "Well, we heard you guys were drinking. Why were you drinking?" Pretty much
What
blaming the
so
girl.
did the bride, well, were they pissed drunk? Were they like out of control?
No, it was the guy was out of control. Like, cause she brought a bottle from the room, and apparently, like he was the one like chugging the bottle.
Did your bridesmaid appreciate this? Did it make it fun for her?
Right, she wanted a crazy night, but probably not in that way.
Oh my gosh.
So,
First
like,
of
I do
all,
have a story, but it's just not the best story.
this story or another one?
No, this one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I don't know what. Again, I'm gonna sound like I'm 150 years old, but I don't care. I'll say it till the day I die. What do you do? What do you think is gonna happen when you're drinking? You don't know someone and you go to a stranger's room. Like, that's not a good idea.
Right, but that doesn't, I don't know.
That's like saying don't walk down an alley in the middle of the night naked because you should be able to do that. Yeah, we should be able to not lock our doors. But guess what? People are going to break in no matter what you think you should be able to do in this world. So why don't you be a little smarter and be safer with your life? This is not to do with what should they do that? Of course not. But you want to be as safe as you can with your life so you don't do stupid things.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
stupid. I mean, telling the guy after he hurts you or kills you that she should have been able to do that, it doesn't really change anything, does it? Right? Like, who cares what you should be able to do? Like, you don't do that. That and so many bad things happen. Like, oh my gosh. And in a foreign country.
Oh, that was the worst part that we were in Mexico.
They would have blamed like if something would have happened like a fight and one of your friends like hit someone over the head and like hurt them, they probably would have gone to jail or something or like been
Oh,
a
they would have
suspect
blamed the girl for sure. They were already blaming the girl for
or
drinking.
detain them. And so now you can't go back home until all this is like whatever. That's
I
crazy.
know. I know. To be detained in a foreign country, that's
Were
terrifying.
you and you didn't go up to the room with them
No.
while you were sleeping?
Well, I wasn't in the room when she came in, like
Oh,
with the marks. So I never saw the marks, but we had two separate rooms.
okay. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, there you go. She's like, I
Like,
have a juicy story.
there's the juicy story. It was just involved not such nice things. Not what you
There's
expected.
this there's a show on Netflix. It's old, but you can go back and look at it. It's like something like take it like something abroad and all the nightmares that people have had like while vacationing all over the world and like it's crazy stuff because they don't it's a lot of crazy stuff happens in the US obviously, but like something's going to be done about it. Like it's not just going to go unnoticed. Like there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of stuff that goes unnoticed and like they don't help you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And even like medical stuff, they won't help you unless you pay them like right up front. They're not like here that any hospital is going to attend to you. They don't do that in a lot of
Right.
other countries. So it's really scary. All right, well moving on. I did a solo episode while you were gone. Audio only. I talked about, whatever was going on. One of the things that I saw from the last episode that you were on, you were talking about there's something you could put on your in your cocktail, your mocktail, to give you that feeling of drinking, but you're not drinking. It's called adaptogenic drops.
Hmm. Did you
Yeah,
try it?
so no, I saw a girl, I mean, I guess they're listening to everything we're saying because I saw a girl post a TikTok or something or an Instagram thing that
Mm.
it's
It's like
you
on your
want to
feet
like
now.
she's like, let's be smarter, spend $3 on a soda water. You just need adaptogenic drops and you'll feel buzzed and you won't spend $18 on a drink.
I mean, honestly, it's not even about the hangover anymore. It's the fact that drinks
Right.
are $18.
Well, and the second plus, I mean, you won't feel like crap the next day. I mean, I love it.
Right.
I'm going to have to try
I
it.
wonder. I kind of want to try it out.
So the other night I went to this place called Booyah. I know they have them all over I mean, I'm sure I know they have them in different places, not just Miami, but we went to Booyah in the Gables and it dawned on me. We were at the bar and I always get, my vodka soda with cranberry, with watermelon, with whatever, and a lemon. And I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, you know how we used to drink Shirley Temples when we were little? It's like Sprite with
Mhm.
what is it? Like the cherry like it's a liqueur, but like I don't know what it is. It gives it like a strawberry flavor or something.
Mhm.
So a Shirley Temple with vodka. Hello, why
Oh, that
have I
sounds
never tried
pretty
that?
good.
That sounds like amazing. I'm
Wait,
like,
did you get one?
hello? So I was about to get. I already had got my drink. I had already ordered it. He already served it to me. So I didn't have a second drink. But if I did have a second drink, I was gonna order that. But I never ended up ordering a second drink because we left.
Mm.
Um, but I'm definitely gonna try that. I mean, how fun! I love a Shirley Temple.
That does sound pretty good.
It sounds so good. It's like dessert and with cherries in it. Hello.
Right.
So good.
It's like another take on your vodka cranberry. You're that kind of girl,
It's
so
um it's a youthful vodka drink. And then
right, it's like
yeah.
nostalgia. That's like this bar I went to has root beer floats, but with alcohol in it.
And, well, that kind of sounds like having a vanilla shake with alcohol in it. I don't want. No. That's a
Right.
little much for me. But yeah,
Hmm.
same kind of concept. Yeah. So there's so much like popping up on the news. I just saw today. Did you see? Remember that show Cheer on Netflix?
No.
Oh, you
Uh, the
with
one
the
where the guy
cheerlead.
got arrested for
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They're the cheerleading, like they were like number one and top five or whatever, going around competing or whatever, and they got a reality show and they're like this school and I don't know where they were.
Hmm.
But it just came out today that the coach, the lady coach, her son just got arrested for like pornography or like, you know, child pornography or something.
This happened a while ago.
No, this happened to one of the guys on the team.
Oh, so this is a
I'm trying.
second person on the same team?
It's the lady coach, the lady that coached them,
Yes.
her son.
Yeah, I get that, but
But
I'm just saying,
I don't know if he's on the team.
but that's
It's just
crazy that someone
yeah,
associated with them is
right.
arrested for child stuff.
Yeah. Do you think it has something to do with cheerleading?
It just attracts those kind of people. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
They're not having a good couple years, like the kind of people around them. Oh my
No.
gosh.
No. And she must be, because she was the head coach and she was like, she's very she has a good reputation and she's
Mhm.
respected and all that. So they were saying like some of the dockets, like the kids were like between 2 and 5. Like it was really bad. It was bad, disgusting. Yeah.
So the last one, I know it was still pretty gross, but they were at least a couple years younger than him, like maybe 15.
Right. Which is, out of line, but
Out of
not
line,
like
but like this is like
shocking.
sick.
Sick, sick. So, speaking of sick, there's this movie going around that I only put it on because everybody's talking about it like all
I
over the
already
place.
know what you're gonna
Saltburn.
say.
Saltburn.
Hmm.
Have you seen it? Please don't watch that. It's
I did see
disturbing.
it.
You did?
Yeah.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. I turned it like I can't.
Did
It
you
was so
actually
first
not?
of all, it was boring. I'm sorry. That was not a well-made movie. I wanted to like fast forward. I'm like, can something happen? Like it was so boring.
Well, I like the way it was filmed, like the artistry of it, but I don't like the fact that everything happened within the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yes. It must have because I didn't see anything and I watched for a little bit and
Did
I'm
you
like,
get to
I'm
that point?
so
I don't think
bored.
you. Okay, if you turned it off, you probably didn't get to the most disturbing part, which was the
So
grave scene.
I got to the part he had already licked the bathwater. He had already like messed with the guy's sister. He had already someone died in his family. Was it his dad or something? When he got a
Mm.
phone call, I don't know. And then they were like on a bridge. Oh, I saw the party they had
Oh,
with
you said the main
karaoke.
guy died?
No,
Oh.
the
Oh,
creepy
yes, yes,
one.
yes. That guy's, yes.
And
Someone
then
with
they
the.
had a party with karaoke. It was so boring. I'm like, oh my god.
So I think the whole point of that was to make you think that the family, the rich family, was bad or evil and something was going to happen to that nerdy guy. And then
That's
it
not what I
switches up
got
at
from
the
it.
end. Huh?
I all I got from what I saw is that the creeper was a creepy stalker, psycho, sicko, weirdo in love with that guy. That's all I got.
Okay, well, I don't think you got to the most disturbing scene, which was the grave
No, I
scene.
didn't. No, I couldn't
So
take it.
the
I was
main guy, Jacob Elordi, the rich son, he dies at the party and then gets buried. This is even disturbing to describe. But
oh,
he
I
gets,
do. That's why I heard that he does something with the burial. Yeah.
yeah, you heard that he literally has sex with the dirt that he's buried under. Yeah.
You know what? You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you ever did. You ever see that really disturbing movie on Netflix that the guy was in love with his son's girlfriend? I told you it was like the most disturbing thing.
Yeah, I think you like just described the movie. I don't think I
So
saw it.
he's obsessed with his son's girlfriend. He's having an affair with his son's girlfriend, and he follows them. to wherever they went on vacation. And when they leave the hotel, he sneaks his way into the hotel room and he does stuff with the pillow she slept on. He smells the pillow and he does stuff with the pillow by himself in the hotel room. That's what it's giving
Mm.
me.
Yeah. Major
Hmm.
like creepy stalker vibes. That's what this guy was doing. And that
Yeah.
scene that I just described with the grave, apparently that wasn't in the writing, in the script. And
Right.
the
He
actor
improvised.
improvised, yeah. Can you
Yeah.
imagine like being on set and all of a sudden he's doing this and you're just like, okay, go with
You're
it.
like, can someone call the cops, please? This guy's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I hated the movie. It was boring, but I'll go back and I'll try to muster through the middle. So I mean, I guess I don't have to, but it's not worth watching, right?
I mean, it kind of all ties together at the end. And it is a little bit of a twist,
Yeah.
but
Maybe I don't know.
might
I
as well
don't know.
finish it if you went through the boring part. Get to the juicy stuff.
Yeah. It was late at night too, so I was tired and bored. Have you seen it's going around that the new style fashion wise is the mob wife style?
Okay, did you see what I wore for my birthday? I probably haven't posted. Well, I
No,
guess I haven't posted any pictures yet, but
yeah, I was gonna say maybe if you like post things and share things with people, we can see. I never know what's
okay.
any. I mean, I never know what's happening.
So my birthday just passed this weekend, and on Saturday we went to a brunch, and I'm going to post a recap. I'm posting it tonight.
She'll post
Um,
it in a year, guys.
I am pretty bad at that.
Hmm.
But it just is overwhelming. I have to like put all this stuff together. There's so many pictures I have to post.
That's why you do it right away and you get it over with.
Oh, I just hate having to do it. But anyways, I wore a like cheetah coat, like a long cheetah coat because it's
Were
freezing
you
here.
going for mob wife?
Huh?
Were you going for mob wife style?
So I put it on and then I looked at myself and I was like, oh, I'm totally in with the trend.
Yeah.
So
Did you do your makeup mob wife? Like I think it's like very heavy, like eye makeup and
so I did do some like tape and eyeshadow, kind of like sharp eye makeup.
yeah.
But I didn't do like a red lip. But
Well,
I
mob
was
wife
wearing
is
like
not.
all black under and then the coat.
It doesn't have to be red lip. Just maybe like a brown lip and then like big hair. I don't know.
My hair was blown out, but it was somewhat the style.
Yeah.
I like Mob
Fun.
Wife though.
Yeah. I love a brown lipstick. I love the night. It's giving 90s, which is mob time.
Mhm.
So the 90s slash mob is awesome. I'm like totally into the 90s.
Yeah, I like
So
it. Except
yeah.
now everyone's like ratting on all these celebrities wearing all these big real fur coats.
Yeah. I won't wear fur. Shame on them.
Shame on them. You can just wear faux fur.
Disgusting. Okay. So Kim Kardashian came out with her makeup again. Did you see that?
No.
So when Kim came out with her, what was it called before? KKW Beauty?
Mm-hmm.
Brianna, I'm wearing the lipstick.
Oh, cute.
She she bought me this 90s duo. It was called 90s duo or something. And it was like this one and then the other one that's like a little more brown nude. And I still have them. I hope they're not expired because that was a really long time ago. So I hope, it's not bad for me, but she just came out under Skin, which is her beauty
Her
what is it?
makeup
Cosmetics or whatever.
or
Not cosmetics.
cosmetics,
Like skincare. Her skincare
skincare,
line. So
moisturizers.
under the skincare line, she's doing I think right now it's just like a lot of nude lip liners, lipsticks, and then like a eyeshadow palette.
Okay.
Pretty much the same.
Well, I remember when she stopped doing KKW, she said that she was going to rebrand it. So I guess this is the rebranding.
Yeah. The only thing, it's very expensive in my opinion. Like
Hmm.
I would love to get some, but I won't. Like I refuse.
What's expensive to you for
So the
makeup?
eyeshadow palette's like 50 or 55 or something. Like the lipsticks are 30. So like lip liner, it's
Yeah.
just in the 20s, late, up 20s, 30s, 50s. It's like that's no.
Hmm. Is her packaging
NYX.
kind of like the rest of the skins where it's like
Hmm.
nudes and
Everyone's comparing it to Makeup by Mario, saying it
hmm.
looks the same. But I mean,
I
how
mean, they
different
do
can
work
it look?
together.
Yeah, and how different can it look? There's only so many colors.
Right, right.
You know, it's not
Hmm.
rocket science. So, you know, maybe for Black Friday we can get some, but who knows?
Maybe. We don't need to support that. There's so
We
many
don't
other
need to
makeup
support
brands.
that. And NYX and Elf and all the rest of them are just as good. And I
Exactly.
love a bargain. I don't think a lip liner should cost more than $6. Come on.
Yeah, we
With
don't
my
need to
CVS,
support her and her overpriced products.
yeah. And a CVS coupon, you're golden. You're getting that for $3, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just as good. Oh my God. And you know that mascara we like from Essence? They have great lip line. They have great stuff. So cheap.
The
Such good
mascara
stuff.
is so
Essence.
good, so I believe it.
So good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 4.99. Hello. Essence
Wow.
mascara. No, I don't like the falsies one because it kind of flakes off your eyelashes, but the green one, the one with green volumizing, it's so good. That's the one
I
we
thought the
like.
pink one was the better one.
Is it? The one that's volumizing, not falsies.
Okay.
It might be pink. Well, there's a pink and a green, but whatever says volumizing, it's a really good one. Um, okay, while you were gone, I don't know if you were on your phone at all, but did you see the drama between Michaela and that content creator guy, whatever, with his fake tan thing?
Is Michaela the makeup one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so Michaela on TikTok, she's an influencer. She reviews products or whatever. So there's this guy on TikTok and he came up with a product for his business and it's called Illusion and it's self-tanning product. And he thought it was a good idea to go on. And so basically, he had this back and forth with her because I guess he was already popular before she, the back and forth with her, but he kind of asked her, look, can I send you product? Can you review my product? And I guess it got to the point where she said, okay, I'm going to review it soon or like next week or 2 weeks or whatever. But this happened and it went on for quite a while. And then she kept saying she was going to do it and then she didn't do it. There's no contracts, no one's being paid. It's a favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not friends or anything, just like, you know, just about this. So he goes on TikTok and does a live and shows all the screenshots of all the communication between him and her, which I think that's never a good idea. I hate
Exposed text, like personal text.
I hate that. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's like stop. It's so personal. Like I hate that. It makes me not
Mm-hmm.
want to text anyone. I'm like they're gonna share
I
everything I
know,
say.
you can't have anything in writing anymore.
No. So he shares everything. He tells everyone she cost me $10,000 because she literally said right here, which she did, I'm going to review it tomorrow. So he or this week, like soon. So he goes and buys $10,000 worth of product because it's happened before that if she reviews or another influencer reviews a product, then everyone orders and there's not enough product.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So to prepare,
Mm-hmm.
he orders $10,000 worth of product and then she doesn't review it and he sends her a message. He's like, look, I spent this amount of money. Like, I'm really counting on you reviewing since you said you were going to do it. She never reviewed his product. So he put this video out. And on top of not reviewing his product, she reviewed his competitor's product. And I don't know if she ever ended up reviewing it. And then he said it looked really bad. Like it looked like she got spray tan and it looked orange. She's like, that's not my product. Something, I don't know exactly. It was too much drama. I couldn't keep up.
So, but he wasn't paying her for this review.
No. But
Okay.
she did say, I'm going to do it tomorrow or I'm going to do it on Friday or she did say that she's going to do it.
Right. I don't know. Like, this is why contracts are made and this is why you pay someone so you know for a fact it's going to happen.
Well, but in this day and age, like that's how things blow up when like there's no contract and you're just reviewing the product. Like that's how she got famous in the first place.
Right. So you think she's in the
And
wrong?
so
Are people mad
the
at Kayla? Michaela?
people are mixed. I think the moral of the story is he shouldn't have ordered more product and she should have done what she said she was going to do. So it's not like a concrete who's right and who's wrong. It's more like he took a risk and it backfired.
Yeah.
And she didn't say what she kept lying, saying she was going to do it and she didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for him. He's just like a small business, and he was
I
like
mean, I'm
excited. He
sure.
thought this was gonna work out.
Yeah. I think though, to behave that way is it just it made him it's almost like he's like the victim, but then behaving that way made him not the victim because it's a
Right,
yucky way to be, you know?
right, blasting her, and then he would have. Well, I don't know. He didn't.
Yeah.
He's just trying to expose her, I guess, and she's been in so many scandals lately.
I mean, I'm sure him doing that got him sales because a lot of people
Hmm.
were like on his side or whatever, but I don't know if
That's
it was
probably why he
worth.
did it too, because he knew
Yeah.
it would probably blow up.
Yeah.
So, and
And she
he's like,
released.
"Listen, I need to sell $10,000 worth of products. So
Yeah.
you either give me the review, you either give
Um
me a review, or I have to do it a different way."
yeah. So
She should
anyways,
have
he
should have
she
told him, "Hey, you should pay me, and then I'll do it if that's what her issue is, or whatever her issue was."
and she released a video explaining like that she was sorry, that she really likes him, he's such a nice guy, that she, she has nothing against him, and that she really just ran out of time or didn't, it was like, an innocent thing on her end, but
Right, like a
that he can't
misunderstanding.
rely on her for his business.
Mm,
She said that. So anyways, that was interesting.
well,
Yeah. So, yeah. I just hate when people share personal messages. I think that's such a violation. It drives me nuts.
it is a
I don't
violation,
like it.
especially when people do it with like breakups. I think that's the
Yeah.
worst. That's someone you trusted.
No, I know. And you're so close to that person and you're being your raw, authentic self, and they're going to go and like screenshot and share it to people that have no business reading
Yeah,
that.
I think that's the worst when it's like a breakup. Even if like they are in the wrong and they said something nasty in the text,
Yeah.
now that you're exposing it, it's like,
Yeah.
I think you're in the wrong now.
Yeah. Remember that guy Scott Peterson? I don't know if you remember because it was a really long time ago. He went to jail. He's still in jail now for allegedly killing his pregnant wife. You do remember because I know that I talked to you about it, and when we saw the Dateline on it, we both agreed. And don't hate us, everybody, but we thought the lady was so annoying. We're like, no wonder he killed. Do you
Are you talking
remember?
about the one that had two kids?
Oh, I'm
Or
I'm
is it
mixing
just
up.
like,
No, you're right. I'm mixing up the people. No. So that's one person. We thought the wife was annoying. Scott Peterson's wife was not annoying. Okay,
oh,
I got mixed up. Wait. Scott Peterson was before that. Way before that.
okay.
So, long story short, Scott Peterson was married to this lady and she was pregnant. Then he was having an affair with this other lady, and he told the other lady that he was a widow before the wife was even dead. And something happened about, I don't know what happened between them, but apparently they think he killed her, and they found her body like washed up on the shore. And so the girlfriend, the girlfriend he was dating while he was married, she brought him to like a Christmas party, a work party or something, and she was introducing him to everyone. And one of her co-workers comes and tells her, "Hello, have you not been watching the news?" And she's like, "No, I don't watch the news." She's like, I suggest you watch the news because your boyfriend's on it and his wife is missing." And so she didn't tell him anything, and she went to the police. And she told the police, "Look, I'm dating this guy and I think he might have killed his wife, blah, blah, blah." So she worked with the police to get him to, she would record their calls and everything. The girlfriend.
Wow. Wait, so
Yeah.
why is this resurfacing?
This is resurfacing because the Innocence Project, which is like a group of people that try to free innocent people for wrong convictions, they're taking on his case, saying that he truly is innocent and he didn't kill his wife. And the
Oh,
proof, like they have, I guess, some sort of evidence, or they've been studying the case.
interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder. So, do you know how his wife died? She was found on shore, you said?
yeah. I don't know. I don't remember.
Interesting. I need to go back and watch that then.
Oh, there's a million documentaries. It's another one of those stories that they regurgitate over and over and over and over.
I mean, it's one of
Um,
those things, like, even when we go back to the text, like we were saying, like, nowadays, you can't
yeah,
even text someone saying, like, "I hate
right.
you," or like anything bad,
Yeah,
because let's say, God forbid, someone else kills them for some reason. It looks like you
That's
did.
that's so true with my ex-boyfriend. Like social media came out while we were dating. Like it wasn't like, it was a long time ago, like 16 years ago. And like towards the end of our 11-year union, like I would start to get, because we were fighting as we were ending. So I'm like, you know what? I watch a lot of Dateline. I watch a lot of 48 Hours, and I'm like, you know what? You better stop text fighting me because I'm not answering because I'm not gonna be, someone comes and kills you at the bar and they're gonna look at your messages
Think
and
you
it's
hired
gonna look
someone to kill
bad.
him.
No, I'm like, I learned my lesson. I'm like, I'm never like fighting via text message that like
Yeah, they
on
read
that
all
level.
your text messages in court. That was like the one that we're talking about that the wife actually was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, and they were reading the text messages out in court,
And what if that
and
person's
it did
innocent and
show
now
that she was
everyone
crazy.
and what if that person's innocent now everyone knows your business? That's so rude.
I know.
I hate that.
You can't text anymore.
Oh my God. So another crazy thing while you were gone, I don't know if you saw this on the news. There was like a football game in Kansas, like this guy had three friends over to watch this big football game. And this is recently. And so they watch a football game and the guy's family, friends, spouses or whatever, the guys never came home from the guy's house watching the football game. So they went to the house after a night of not showing up and they found the three guys under snow dead in the backyard, and everyone's like, how did you not know that you had three of your friends in the backyard dead, and we've been calling you nonstop, you don't answer, and all this stuff, and their cars are in the front of the house. How, like, hello? So but he's not being charged, he's not a suspect. I don't understand the logic of the cops and like what they're doing with this investigation.
I mean, it's clear as day. He's the only
Yeah.
one out of the friends not killed.
And he's a scientist. I don't know if that is prevalent, but it's like maybe he did a concoction and like they fainted in the snow or something.
Right, and he's put them in the snow so he can preserve their body and he can use it for something because he's a scientist.
And then shortly after that happened, he had a U-Haul truck there because I guess his lease was up. He was moving. It was just very, very weird.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
But he's not under arrest or anything.
They're probably still trying to dig up like more evidence on him. I don't know.
Three bodies in your backyard buried under snow.
Yeah, what more
What?
evidence do you need?
Yeah. He doesn't answer anyone's phone call. The cars are in front of his house. He said that he doesn't know when they left his house, but also in his statement he also said the last time he saw him is when they left the house. So it's like it doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
they must like they're trying to get more evidence for sure. There's no way they don't
yeah,
think of him.
but what could have happened?
But
So
exactly,
weird.
like what was the reasoning?
Maybe no, I mean they can't all three be on drugs and all drop dead in the like at the same time
He definitely killed them.
and buried him in the snow?
I don't know. I need an
Do you
explanation.
do you think he lost a bet and he got pissed?
He lost the bet. It was over a game. I don't know. Guys get pretty mad over games.
Yeah. I mean, look at that guy from that game not long ago that he pounced on someone in the bleachers and the guy died. Remember?
What?
Not long ago there was like a football game or something and the guy they got in like a fight and someone hit punched someone in the head and they're saying the guy died because he already had underlying conditions, but like he hit him and the guy died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's
Um,
crazy. People are crazy with sports.
People are crazy with sports, and if they were fighting over a team that doesn't even know you exist, like they're so loyal to this team that they would kill someone over them.
Okay, so that was insane and everyone keeps saying I hate when they go on like TikTok, we have an update. There's no update. They say the entire story with no new updates. I That drives me nuts.
Mhm. They're trying to get views.
Oh my gosh. It's like, no, that's not an update. Anyways, so that was that. We'll see what happens. And then so there was a this is kind of an old story. I think it might be like from January or something, but there was a couple that went to, I don't know if it was Mexico or Colombia, and they got married. And but they're not from there. And then on the drive home, a drunk driver came and hit them and it injured the groom, but the bride died the night of her wedding. So it's very sad. But what happened also is that apparently the mother of the bride, she is suing the groom saying he can't have her estate because they weren't legally married. Like, I guess they didn't do the paperwork.
Right. Since they got married in Mexico, then they probably have to go back to the US and like do a different type of like official marriage.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
That is so sad. And this should be a lesson to get married in the US first and then celebrate in a
No,
different
but
country.
do you think the mom is wrong for doing that?
Oh, yeah. Her daughter clearly wanted to be with him, and she's just a greedy old lady.
Well, and then the groom apparently even offered to split it with her just to kind of get rid of the situation, and she refuses.
She's just a greedy mother.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a good relationship or if she's like greedy and trying to take advantage
Well,
of the situation.
that's what I was thinking. I need more details. Was she
Yeah,
close to her daughter? How much money did her daughter have? Where did the money come from? Did the money come from her mom?
right.
You know?
Like, what if this
Ho-
estate that she's talking about is like a family passed down
yeah.
family wealth?
Yeah. And how long was she with that guy? Did they just meet 6 months ago? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And was
Yeah.
this well, it wasn't probably planned.
No.
What if he just
It
wanted
wasn't.
his money all along?
Yeah, no, no, no. Um Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. There's so many like weird stories. I'm telling you, we started off the year with some really crazy stories. This was so funny. I had an accidental affair with my friends, with my best friend's husband, and now she won't talk to me. So this girl, Honey Brooks, didn't know her friend was this anonymous guy on her OnlyFans. So her best friend, her husband, follows this girl on OnlyFans and pays her a ton of money every month to like have private talks or whatever. And this girl says she's from Australia, and she said
Hmm.
that he's a subscriber, and they don't show their face. Like, she just can hear his voice. He can see her, but she can't see him.
Hmm.
So he spent $3,700 a week for the girlfriend package. So
Ew.
that sounds like a horrible job. I know they get bank, but I can't imagine. Like, first of all, it's probably mostly at night, right? I mean, it's probably odd
Mm,
hours too.
yeah.
It's like there's no set schedule. Then you have constant like people like having to talk. Like, it sounds like an awful job. Is
It
my
sounds
point.
awful having to entertain lonely men
It
all
sounds
day.
awful. Yeah, it's not like,
Awful.
oh, okay, for an hour we'll have a conversation about how your day was with one person. It's like a million people, a million like
Hmm.
directions, and it's all like gross. It sounds awful.
I know this one girl who had a sugar daddy, and they never did anything physical because that's when she stopped seeing him. But at first, it was like just a guy who was lonely and like texting her and sending her
Mm-hmm.
money. And she would like stop texting him for like a couple hours, and he would like get upset and like he
Okay,
wanted
I
her to
can't.
text her at all hours of the day.
Done. I can't
Yeah,
do that.
no.
That's so mentally messed up and draining. Like, I don't get that's I know they get a lot of money, but it to me it's not worth it. That sounds
No,
awful. Like,
no.
awful. And on top of that, you're dealing with gross men, and it's like like it's a weird schedules, and you have to be in the
Just pretending to
right
like
mind
someone like
frame.
that.
Huh?
Just pretending to like someone and care about all these things that they're talking about their life.
And you have to be in the right mind frame.
Right.
Like, you can't pick up a bag of peanuts and like continue working. Like, it's not
Hmm.
like you know, a regular job. It's like you have to be in that mind frame of like, the.
Yeah. Some girls don't mind it though, clearly.
So I don't know how the girlfriend find out. She lost her best friend. She's heartbroken. So, I
Wait, so
guess
the
the
guys didn't
girl.
know that was her best friend or he knew?
It doesn't say.
He probably
He
did
had
know.
to know. He sees
Yeah.
her. He has to know.
Yeah.
So he sees her,
Ew.
but so I guess she didn't recognize his voice.
No, probably not. I wonder
Um,
I hope she doesn't blame the friend. Because, sometimes girls, like, blame the girl, even if, like,
The
the girl
best
doesn't
friend
know.
of the best friend won't talk to her. Of course she blamed her. She lost her best friend.
Well, that's wrong, because it was clearly the guy's fault.
It was yeah. The friend probably believes that the girl knew it was him. That's probably why she won't talk to her anymore. You
Maybe.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all I got. Do
Wait,
you
didn't
you
I add a story?
Yeah, you put about LA restaurants charging 4% health fee.
Oh, that was my story.
Yes, that's Bree's contribution. And wait,
Ah.
Bree's contribution this week was a 4% inclusion on a receipt in
Okay, it's
LA.
absurd, though. Okay, well, the
Yeah.
4% is kind of crazy.
You saw this on a story and it
When did
says
I see
healthcare,
this?
employee
I don't even
healthcare.
know.
Anyways, I mean, they're adding
Right.
some
It's just
crazy.
like another way for employees to not use their money, and they're trying to put it back on us.
No, they need
Tipping
to do
culture is
something.
out of hand, and if I saw that on my bill, I would tell them to remove it.
I saw somebody, I saw an article the other day of this woman saying she felt so violated and what else? Embarrassed or what is that called when you're forced? Like she felt forced because she was at a self checkout and it asked if she wanted to leave a tip and she couldn't handle it. Like she
No,
was just like she's just like, this is too much. I can't handle the pressure. I'm
right.
insulted.
Like, who are you tipping at that point? Well, apparently, a lot of places, like, I think Starbucks was doing this for a little bit, but a lot of corporations are asking you for a tip in the beginning, and it's not even going to the person at the cashier. It's like going to the
Yeah.
corporation.
No, something has to give. I mean, it's too
Greedy.
much.
Greedy. Pay your own employees.
No, it's too much. Um, oh,
Okay.
did you watch Salt Lake City?
Yes, I did. You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
I was watching Salt Lake City as
You watched
well.
both or one?
I saw the finale and then I saw the part one reunion.
Because part two was out last week.
So
Yeah.
I didn't even get to finish part one reunion because I was watching it with a boy who wanted to see it, and he made me turn it off after watching the finale. And then part one, he was like, "Can we watch something that's not screaming the entire time?"
Wasn't it his idea to watch it?
Yes, and then we got to the part one reunion halfway through, and he's like, "I can't handle the screaming anymore."
Is this the same person that watched the entire movie of Saltburn? Because I'd rather watch the Salt Lake than
Yeah,
Saltburn. Oh
yeah.
my god.
He just couldn't handle the screaming.
Yeah, no, it is annoying.
Did anything happen in the reunion that I missed?
I think they mentioned that Monica's fired, so she's probably not coming back.
Okay, well, rightfully so.
Um, yeah, I mean, it's like whatever, who cares? It's so dumb.
I mean, it is pretty crazy that she was that. What is it? The Instagram.
So, yeah, Von Teese or whatever. Okay, so my tip of the week. I don't really have anything to say about Salt Lake. Okay, tip of the week. Are you ready? So,
Yes.
Dollar Tree. Are you ready? You see this? These little brushes, they come in all sizes. They're so good to put like your foundation. You only have to use a little and it's packed really tight. So it's like it spreads really good and
Is
they
that
come
what
in
it's
like
supposed to
all
be for?
yeah,
Oh,
could be concealer, eyeshadow. Have you ever tried a brush like this?
no.
It's like so fun. I'm obsessed
Hmm.
because
I have been seeing. I
it's
have been
packed
seeing
really tight.
people.
So you don't like lose a lot of foundation, you know?
Right. I have been seeing a lot of people saying to ditch the sponges, and
Yeah.
start using brushes for like your concealer and stuff. Because I do use a sponge for a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's so great. It's like packed really tight and it's soft. I love it.
Hmm. Well, buy it at the dollar store, people.
Speaking of tip of the week, I'm retracting. I'm not retracting. I'm switching up my microneedling. I think for me at least, and I think for most people, I think every other week is probably better than every week.
Why, you think it's too damaging?
I think so. If I do it every Tuesday, I feel like my skin doesn't fully heal till like Friday, and then I'm already doing it Tuesday again.
Right. I
So
mean, I was having an issue with that. Was actually just doing it every other week because I felt like it was too quick. And then I
yeah,
didn't have time to like use my retinols and stuff.
yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. Your skin has to repair and heal, and then also you can't. Yeah, and like if you have something on a Wednesday, like if I have anything going on, like I don't know. I think every other week is better.
Hmm.
Because if I have anything going on, like I'll be red for 2 days. I don't know, because you're not red, like you can't, but you are, your skin does look like a little like tampered with, like a little like sensitive. So
Hmm.
every other week is good.
Hmm. All right. Every other week because I've been doing that anyways.
You don't look very tan for being in Cabo for 5 days.
Well, it could be the lighting in here.
Yeah,
Also,
a lot of
Cabo
sunblock.
was not last week, but the week before.
Was it overcast?
I mean, Cabo was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I don't know.
Tan does not last that long, and it's been like 20 degrees here, so I haven't had a tan here. Cloudy,
Are you
rainy.
in?
I came
Yeah,
back and we left on a Sunday, and we were deciding before if we should leave Sunday or Monday. And thank God we left Sunday because so many flights were canceled on Monday because it was so cold in Austin. So I
yeah.
would have been stuck. Which I guess it's not the worst thing, but
No, but it was colder other places. You're kind of lucky.
hmm. I mean, my friends who live in Dallas, their flights were delayed all day.
Did you see like the alligators on their like the lakes or whatever they're in, and so they put their little nose out and their whole body's frozen in the frozen lake. So
Where?
they're like, huh? Here,
Where?
everywhere, everywhere. North Carolina, I saw it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Texas. So I was like, we don't have those.
No, like it's crazy. They're like frozen in the water. Just their nose is sticking out.
Oh,
I know. It's crazy.
yeah, we didn't get it that bad this year, thank God. I'm scarred for the
Um,
first time, this first
well,
snowstorm.
the winter's not over yet, so hopefully.
Well, I know, because last time it was in February, so it could happen.
Okay.
But it happened.
That's it. All right. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.